All right, people. So our next review of the day is going to be a couple episodes of X-Men the animated series. We're doing a retro review of some of these episodes here, because we have X-Men 97 season 2 coming out. There, I think it's coming out July 1st. Is when it's supposed to come out there. So just decided to kind of take a look back at that. And this is another one. This is another revival series here as well. And just like King of the Hill, really love this revival season of X-Men 97 there. The first season we liked quite a bit. Were you on the review for that one or no?
I thought I was. I don't 100% remember now.
Okay. Yeah.
But I did love it. If I wasn't on the review, my review is like could not have been more positive. Absolutely adored what they did.
Yeah, and it seems like in this second season they're doing the villain's going to be, you see, Apocalypse, because that was teased at the end of the last season there that he's back, and we see that kind of happening. But yeah, the animation too looks amazing. They were able to really do like that kind of 90s style, but then updated. It feels like for more modern day. Is Studio Sara?
What was it? Sara?
Or it was like a Korean studio, or it was just a Korean one in general that did it.
Are you talking about the original or the revival?
The revival.
I'm not actually sure about the animation studio.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But I think it's a Korean one, I want to say. But you were going to say something? I'm sorry.
They do a hell of a job, but the animation, yeah, I was just going to say, I love how they sort of maintain the style and then update it. And I mean, you know, the original did a good job of really sticking to the comic book designs for everything. And to see with the updated modern animation, it's one of the things I kept saying about the first season is that this feels like the way that Japanese anime adapt like manga into animation. And it feels like for a long time I've thought, well, why don't we get more animated adaptations kind of like that? You know, it's like it's always sort of about turning it into a big blockbuster live action, you know, superhero movie, or if you're going to do it as a cartoon, it's more of an original take meant more for a kid audience that maybe is also fun for adults. But this, I feel like, is just capturing the comics so perfectly.
Studio Mir, that's the one that did it.
Okay.
So they're a Korean animation studio. So they did things like Legend of Korra, they did the Boondocks, Voltron, they did Devil May Cry, they did Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge, The Witcher, Nightmare of the Wolf. I don't know how many of these have you seen, but
a few of them.
Okay. They also did that Kong animated, or they did Skull Island. Okay, gotcha. Very cool there. But yeah, so doing a review of this 2 episodes of Time Fugitives, episode 1. This is a 2-parter. There's part 1, part 2 of this there. So it's all about time travel there. You have Bishop, who is
doesn't
from the
listen to anyone.
Doesn't listen to anyone there. I mean, very hard-headed, man. He's hard-headed. And he is from the future there, and so he's trying to stop a virus there. He's trying to stop a virus, trying to go back in the past there that kills a lot of these mutants there, and to fix his world. So he thinks like, okay, this all started with the X-Men, and then there was a whole thing with this virus, and then also Beast was also going to be like the victim of this virus as well there by this evil anti-mutant leader there. I forgot his name.
I forget it. Creed, something Creed.
Okay, I think that's what it was there. And then you kind of have that as well. So he's trying to stop it. And then in the midst of that, of course, you know, time travel, everything like that, things gets messed up. Cable also is a person who has to go back to fix the fuck up that Bishop is doing. Is like, you're fucking things up as well. So he's got to go back.
I really do love the double time travel element of here's an episode, here's a bunch of time travel. The next episode, we're going to time travel on top of the time travel that's already happened. Like, that is just perfectly an X-Men thing to do.
Yeah, because he's trying to come in. It's like, well, if you actually stop mutants from getting the virus, then they don't create antibodies, and then the mutants in the future won't be able to fight off the virus there. They won't be able to do that. But here we see that mutants are being blamed in the current day of the timeline for this like virus that supposedly looks like it's being spread to humans and killing them. And we see that Apocalypse is the one that's behind it. He's the one that's manipulating everything behind the scenes and using Creed to enact this and everything like that. Very good stuff there. I remember that part of the when they did that. That's the episode where Magneto and Charles are fighting, and then for some reason Charles makes him relive the Holocaust. Like that was that moment right there.
Yeah. Which is like, I guess if it's the only way to make him stop, I don't know.
Yeah. So she's kind of just
that was dark for a kids show, man.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked up. I was like, damn, bro. And then of course you have the X-Men we got here. We got Gambit, Wolverine, Rogue, Cyclops, Storm.
I did know that Gambit doesn't say like a word throughout these 2 episodes.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, he doesn't say anything at all. And then at the beginning of the show they had Morph, but Morph had already became like a drug addict, and he kind of became that he left and he had to get himself together and then come back.
The biggest bags under someone's eyes you've ever seen.
Like he was out of it. And I think Charles Xavier isn't in this episode. I don't remember.
No, he's really not.
He's not in these episodes at all. Yeah, it's just mostly we just see the core members of the X-Men, and that's it there. So we just see them.
And as far as the series goes, Jubilee could be kind of the annoying kid character sometimes. She didn't bother me watching these 2 episodes. Like she doesn't have any of those like insufferable 90s sidekick moments in this.
Yeah. We see a little moments with her because it's like Storm and them are at a mall, and then she like damaged her CD player because she's using her power. She her power's kind of freaked out and then she used it, and then she got accused of spreading the illness to somebody at the shop, and they kind of killed over and everything.
And Storm immediately again. I love how she's just always like enunciating everything and like just saying everything as loudly as she floats in as "Let the wind blind their hatred."
Like, the mist. Yeah, she brings in the mist and everything like that of them. So I thought, I mean, voice acting. I mean, she was A+, man, and she sounds exactly the same in the new series.
Yeah. And it creates such a feel for what you. That's one of the reasons I think, as a kid, especially watching the like live action X-Men movies.
Oh, hey, that's going there, Hunter. Hunter from Real Pineapple. What's up, man? How are you? Good to see you there, man.
That's one of the things that was, I think, disappointing a bit too about the live action X-Men movies. As a kid, seeing those, is I felt like Halle Berry's version of Storm was just very like, okay, I'm gonna have a conversation and we're gonna talk about this, but like she's like it's like she's like a theater kid almost. Storm, like she just is so much bravado. I love her personality, and I wish we could get this in a movie.
Let's see. I think this is the part right here.
It's not my fault.
Plague carrier,
Bring forth a mist to blind their hatred.
it's another mutant trait.
Like, how could you not like that?
Yeah. And she's flying, just flying in the mall. Okay. Wow, damn, we flew all the way out the mall.
Fuck the windows, man.
Yeah, jeez. And Hunter says, so Storm is an Omega level mutant and she's treated like nothing. If there's something to the MCU needs to nail with the X-Men, is getting Storm and Cyclops right there.
100% agreed.
Yeah, is that a relatively new thing, her being an Omega level mutant? Because I don't think initially she was there when she first, or has that always been the case?
I guess I don't remember when they introduced the term Omega level mutant originally. That might not have been right when she was around, but even going back to her first appearances in the 70s, she was very powerful. I mean, there's comic books, so there's a lot of sort of different takes on origins and like retconning. But one of the origins that I always really liked was that the idea that Amal Farouk, the Shadow King, was sort of like propping up Storm to manipulate like a village in Africa into like worshiping her as a goddess, because she is so powerful that you would believe that she's a goddess based on just what you're seeing. And I always thought that was kind of a cool version of her childhood.
Yeah, especially since she can control the weather. I mean, she would be able to bring all these crops and, help the food and everything like that. Control the weather, bring rain and all these other things like that. And so I think obviously, I think part of her origin, she's worshipped as a god, as you mentioned there. And I think she's supposed to be from Egypt, right? I think, or
God, what? I don't remember if it was Egypt or not now.
Yeah, I'll look it up there where she's supposed to be from there. But
I
Hunter,
don't remember what country specifically.
And then Hunter saying the last 4 years of memory serves, but she's always been more powerful than she's been portrayed. Honestly, as much as I love Cyclops, she's the best X-Men leader when she's leading the team. Then he also says, and since they're going to recast Black Panther, supposedly they need to do that shit, have them get married. Have they talked about that recasting Black Panther there?
I haven't heard anything. Also, if they have them get married in the MCU, I hope it means more than it did in the comics. Because in the comics, they did that marriage and then they just had him get divorced like 3 years later. And I feel like it just like it's a cool idea. I wish they had done more with it. Maybe in a movie they could do more with it.
Okay, so I don't know if you want to trust this, but this quick search, so Google AI here, says she's from Kenya. That's what she's supposed to be.
Kenya, okay. Yeah, I guess I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember if that's right or not.
Hunter says she grew up in Cairo, Egypt, but she's technically from Harlem. Says there.
Okay.
Okay. So she was. So this says while she was born in Harlem, New York, she was raised in Cairo, Egypt, and later moved to Kenya. Okay. So you got that. Very good there. But yeah, that's what you kind of going on in this. And like you said, all these, of course, mutant hatred is on the rise. That's what a lot of this series deals with, is the fact that everybody hates mutants. Everybody wants mutants dead. So you got anti-mutant groups there. Then you also have villains like Apocalypse, villains like Sinister, Mr. Sinister as well, that are on them. So, and this series ran for, I believe it was 5 seasons initially, the X-Men the Animates.
See, if I remember right, season 5 also is like a completely different animation studio with different writers and a bunch of different voice actors, and it is not as good as the rest of the show.
I like when I did my rewatch of the whole thing, I was kind of like, oh yeah, this is terrible. Like this is really bad when they did that.
I remember there being an episode where Jubilee tells like a bunch of stories in like a cave to like, I don't remember if they were Morlocks or what was going on, but I remember just like my eyes almost rolled out of my head.
It says very, very short in 5th season. They did that. But yeah, it looked really terrible there when they did that one.
There are a few pretty funny moments in these couple episodes too. Just just goofy things that I guess maybe you didn't think about when they were watching it as a kid. But Beast uses a computer to try and like catch the footage of the Creed character, like trying to attack him with the virus in the courtroom. And he does like the CSI, the like total bullshit, like modern cop show CSI Miami, like zoom in, enhance quality, increase pixels. Like Beast straight up does that in a scene in this episode.
Beast had the Bat computer. He had the Bat computer, man. There, and Beast. He's the genius of the group there. I don't know what his genius level is in the Marvel universe of like where he ranks.
I'm not sure where he ranks overall.
But I know he's pretty. I think he's kind of up there a little bit with that. But yeah, he's going to testify in court there that he's like, listen, there's no link between mutants and this virus and kind of what's going on there, and he's going to testify. But then Creed has this whole plan that he's going to attack Beast and hurt him there with that, and that's what Bishop's trying to stop there. The Hunters, they were Morlocks there, so they were Morlocks. You had that. What did you think about these 2 episodes there?
I think they're a lot of fun. It's really fun to go back. You could tell that this came out at a time where pop culture had like a Terminator fever, because not only do you have the time travel element of them going back to change the past and alter the future, but during some of the action scenes, especially with Cable, like actually like in his future time before he jumps back, like he is fighting what literally just look like an army of off-brand Terminators. They've got like the same red eyes. The design is just a little bit changed just to obviously avoid any copyright problems, but like it's very clear what they're doing, and it works and it's fun, so I don't have an issue with it. But it's just funny to go back and be like, yeah, that's kind of where we all were at that time, huh?
And so this is what you mentioned there with him zooming in with the computer there. Let me see. Let me show that a little bit.
To the team. What did you think you were doing attacking Creed on national television? Saving Beast's life. Creed had some kind of a weapon. I heard it go off when we were fighting, and then he got sick. A viral weapon could be easily concealed. I set the computer to record the broadcast from the committee hearing.
He's like not even touching those buttons.
Closer. Stop. Scan left. Closer. Diabolically clever.
It's like that wasn't even in the picture before.
Like, how did he hide that in his hand? You didn't see that. Like, bro, it's a big red fucking thing in his hand. Looked like pepper spray.
I thought that was funny in the actual scene during the attack too, because he does very visibly pull this thing out, and Bishop is like, "Oh, hey, look at that," and like runs over, and no one else catches it. Bishop's the only one that sees it.
Oh man. Yeah, because this was because 90s, they had already done a number of Terminator movies already, and you mean that was kind of a big thing. Wasn't that the inspiration for Cable in the comics too? It was like Terminator was like a big thing.
I do think it had an influence for sure.
And Cable is Cyclops' and Jean's son there.
Well, he's Cyclops and Rachel Summers.
Oh, Rachel Summers. So that's the clone kid.
Yeah.
And then which is the one he has with, is that Nathan's or
Nathan is, if I remember right, and I haven't read up on some of my X-Men lore in a long time, but if Nathan Summers is X-Man, who is like a future, he's like another character that's like in a apocalyptic future sort of scenario.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nathan Summers is Cable. Okay, that's Cable.
Oh, that is just his name. Then which one is X-Man? I don't remember now.
And then Jean and Scott Summers' kid. I forgot what was the name of their kid there again? Okay, Rachel Summers, and then Nate Gray is X-Man.
Okay, that Nate Gray. Okay.
So you got that there.
Yeah, is it the Rachel? So there's, I think she's from an alternate timeline too. Rachel Summers' daughter. Is she from like an alternate universe?
It says here, she's the biological daughter of Scott and Jean from the apocalyptic Earth 811 Days of Future Past timeline.
I can't remember. I can't believe I remembered that even that much correct. X-Men lore is ridiculous. I love it, but it is so out there.
Like I don't know if she didn't appear in the animated series. I don't think.
Not that I don't think so. No.
There, and then I don't think even Nate Gray, he didn't either.
No, I don't remember him being anywhere in there. Yeah. I feel like these are characters that, outside of comic fans, most people aren't really going to know. But hey, maybe we keep getting good seasons of this show, of the revival, and maybe we'll get there.
And this is Nate Gray right here. Okay. I guess he took the X-Men a little too literally here. He got the X on his chest and everything.
Is it? Again, some of this is fuzzy, but it might be a time where he's like the only mutant or something like that.
Okay.
Like he's Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern, being like the last one.
Gotcha. Okay. So you got that. And when like Cable comes back to stop them, like stop Bishop and go like, hey, you're wrong, and like you need to do this.
Dude, I was laughing my ass off because Bishop just would not hear a word that Cable is trying to say to him, and it turns into what looks like them trying to just murder each other, causing like mass destruction in the street. Like they're blowing up buildings and walls and knocking all this public infrastructure down, and it's just because Bishop won't listen to what he's saying.
This is when they first interact there. In the scene, it kind of looks like almost like it's like they argue like they live like Roddy Piper and Keith David.
Yeah, I had that exact thought.
Bishop,
put on the sunglasses.
Who or what are you? A time traveler like you. You can't stop the plague your way. We've got to find a way.
Nobody gets
Oh, he don't like that.
And I can't let you do it.
Okay, so he kind of was the aggressor there. He kind of put the gun up, fired at him. Yeah, so he's kind of a little the aggressor in that situation. But and then when he comes back there and goes like, okay, like I said, if Bishop does this, then the mutants are going to create the antibodies to fight the virus off. But then he realized when he talks to his like little cube or whatever,
which can do anything, by the way.
Yeah, it can. It's like, Siri, but better, I guess. There, when he goes like, okay, give me the rundown of the X-Men and who they are. And I think in this, Cable it seems like he does know that Jean, or maybe does he know that Jean and Madeline and Cyclops?
I don't think so.
Okay, because he
I don't
says
think
he
so.
already knows about.
Well,
Yeah.
there was another episode already where he time traveled when the mutants were being kept as slaves on Genosha in the first season.
Oh,
And
okay.
he does go up there, so he meets some of them, but I don't think he knows I don't think he knows that they're his parents yet at that point in time.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, interesting there. And then they like it gives a whole rundown of the list of the X-Men, and then he stops on Wolverine, who goes like, okay, his powers are healing and everything like that. So he's like, perfect, I got the idea. And then he just basically, when he goes to meet them at the courthouse to stop Bishop from doing it, giving because what Creed was going to do is give the virus to the mutants through Beast, and like it's going to spread through them. He basically just rage baits Wolverine, and then when he rage baits him, he kidnaps him, and then he's able to tell him and like, hey, I need your help because you got the healing factor, and then that's going to help save the mutants because they're going to be able to
And even
fight it
in
off.
that scene, he's still kind of like Wolverine is still sort of going like, well, I don't know if I trust that, and he's like, well, then I'll shoot you again.
Yeah, I mean, like he's easy to rage. He got him pretty fucking easy there.
Well, because when he teleports him away initially, didn't he just call him like overrated or outdated or something? And he calls him outdated, and Wolverine's like outdated.
Oh yeah, this is it right here. Let me see. Yeah, there's like a big fight and everything like that. I think this is it right here. Let me pull it up.
Crack at that guy.
No, Wolverine. Focus on protecting Bishop.
You protect him your way, I'll protect him mine.
And he ends up not
How
doing
about
that.
a game of 1-on-1? Just you and me, pal.
Whatever you say, Wolverine, but you'll lose.
Wanna bet? Oh,
You're pretty fast, but a bit outdated.
outdated.
Jesus. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
he's easy to get. He really is. I also one of the other, I think, funniest just little voice line moments is at the end of the first part when you see Cable realize that it's Apocalypse causing the problem. Like it cuts away from another scene and it just cuts to him going, "Not Apocalypse!" like screaming at the top of his lungs, basically.
Let me see if I can get that part there.
That made me crack up. I thought that was a very funny way to just start a scene.
Because he realized like, oh shit, he's got to kind of, and then also he's got to work with Apocalypse to basically accomplish this thing to have it done there. I thought that was kind of good. Then he also has to basically also work on the side of the people who, are these kind of bigot anti-mutant people. It's like, I got to work with these fucking losers to kind of do
Right.
this there. Oh, this is the part right here. I believe this is it. Let me see. Let's see right here.
We're here before the whole thing blows.
Yeah.
Me down! Remember, Mr. Creed, a mutant saved your life.
My beautiful virus.
I do love how over the top Apocalypse is too.
Everything. X-Men.
No! Not Apocalypse!
Bishop, the plague never infected mutants. Millions were spared. As a result, antibodies key to the future stabilization of the mutant genetic code were never created. Over time, uncontrolled mutations developed, destroying the mutant race, radically changing our time. If our future is to survive, the mutant plague must occur.
What do I do? To save my world, I have to help Apocalypse destroy a past one.
It's funny that it sort of sets that up as like the premise of the second episode, because when he actually goes back in time, it's mostly him just trying to stop Bishop from not listening to anybody. There's never really like a scene of him actually like working with Apocalypse in any real way. Like by the time they're in a scene together near the end of the second episode, he's kind of already figured out a way around it.
Yeah. So yeah, he's like already got the idea. Wolverine, boom. Okay, this is how we're gonna make the antibodies with his like infect him, and then he's gonna create the antibodies and then disperse it to the mutants and
I
everything.
also, I mean, it's just the nature of it being like a kids show, but the show's also telling me that it took two different sets of time travel for anyone to have the idea that maybe Wolverine could do this.
hmm I mean, Beast seems like he should have thought. He
Yeah,
seems like
exactly, right? Beast should
eh,
be like, well, we could let Logan get it, and then he'll develop an antibody, and then we'll all be good.
uh,
No one
uh,
else in the world had this idea.
and Apocalypse really isn't in it a whole lot, really.
He's
Yeah.
really not. He just shows up at the end of each one to I get it, my beautiful virus, and do some over the top villain monologues.
Yeah. And actually, I mean, before this episode, he's in it much like a real just true. I feel like Apocalypse episode is probably come the apocalypse there.
Yep.
There's that episode. That's the famous episode with Rogue and
With Rogue's ass.
yeah, that's that that gets memed a lot. There's that. And then when I watched all these episodes before, like when I was before the new season of X-Men 97 came out, I realized, man, they only got that one song. They don't really got any other music. Like they just got anytime anything happens, they just play that intro music and then that's it. It's like, wow, okay. It's like, I get it's a good song, but damn, y'all ain't got licensed no other music. You know, have
that was
nothing,
the
huh?
nice thing about the revival, is that they had a few other pieces of music in there.
Yeah. I mean, where would you place this show amongst like superhero animated shows there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's quite as good as, say, like Batman the Animated Series or Superman. The kind of the DCAU. But I do think it is. I think it's the best of the Marvel ones, which I think generally DC had the better cartoons, especially like in the '90s. But I do think this stood out as like the strongest of the crop of Marvel ones.
Yeah, because at this time you had Spider-Man that was out.
There was a Silver Surfer cartoon that was not good.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that there was like Silver Surfer was there. I feel like
The Iron Man one wasn't great and had like the Mandarin at like the most racist you could have the Mandarin. So
well, hey, man, it was the 90s. It's kind of what it was.
yes, it was.
Then yeah, that one was out. Was the Fantastic Four one? Did they do one in the 90s or
There
that
was
was
a
only?
Fantastic Four in the '90s. Yeah, I've actually seen that whole show. It's not great. Yeah, it's not good. There's some weird, memorable, bad stuff in that though. There was also a Hulk show, which I don't remember how good that one was. I feel like I'd have to go back and watch that. But there's also there's a decently like long running Hulk series that had like 3 seasons maybe.
Because yeah, DC at this point they had Batman, which Batman was obviously that's considered one of the greatest animated shows ever. They had Superman, which was really good. I really liked that one quite a bit.
I mean, Batman Beyond was '99, so it was, I guess, after this ended, but same era.
And then but I don't even remember. I never watched the Iron Man one. I never watched the
The
Surfer.
'90s Iron Man one was not good.
Yeah, I never saw that one. I saw the Spider-Man one. I watched the Spider-Man one. Spider-Man one was good. There. I don't know if it was. I don't know. I don't think it was better than the X-Men one.
I think X-Men was definitely up there at the peak of this.
Yeah. Was this so? This was the 90s. Let me see. Let me play a little bit of it here. Let me show it. So this was, I think, the
Oh
intro.
God, is
of
this
it.
the intro? Or okay, I was gonna say, was this the Mandarin or the intro?
I can pull up the Mandarin. I don't even.
I mean, you don't. It's up to you. It's not good. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, okay, so this is the 90s one. He kind of more looks like just Doctor Strange, I guess.
Tony Stark comic book Tony Stark used to do more of the like thin lined mustache, and yeah, I was waiting for that transition.
Oh damn! Oh, yikes!
Is some rough looking early stage CGI.
Oh,
or 3D animation or whatever.
yeah. And now you got me curious about this Iron Man 90s Mandarin.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it is like, what's that term? Yellow terror, yellow fever that they, is like the propaganda from like the 30s and 40s and stuff for Asian foreigners. I mean, it's.
So this is just the making of the man. Should I pick something else?
I don't know. Is he going to transform into the like green skin, like yellow skinned, like stereotype? Yep. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but I don't know if he talks or anything right there. Let me see if I can find one.
I
But
don't remember if the voice was as bad as the way he looked. I just remember the way he looked being like, ugh.
yeah, why is he kind of green, like a dragon or something like that?
I mean,
know.
I guess in actual propaganda from back in the day, it was more of a yellow skin thing, but it feels very close to that, and I feel like they're definitely playing on the same stereotype.
Way to go!
Smack yourself again. Excellent.
How special.
Well, he looks pathetic now.
Was saying farewell!
Yeah, the voice doesn't strike me as like particularly offensive, but the way he looks is I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And they would do crossovers, like Spider-Man would come on X-Men the animated series. I think also the Fantastic Four came on. Did Iron Man? I don't remember Iron Man. Did Iron Man ever come
You're
on?
talking about on like the Fox Kids like block of animation.
No, I'm talking about like actually on the show, like X-Men animated. They would make animated. Like Spider-Man
yeah.
did. I think the
Spider-Man
Fantastic
for
Four.
sure. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the Fantastic Four showing up, to be honest. But
I want to say they did. I can't. Maybe I can't.
I know
remember.
in
I
the
don't.
Fantastic Four cartoon from the same era, you get Daredevil and a bunch of like the Inhumans that live on the moon.
In the which one again?
In the Fantastic Four cartoon, there's like a whole Daredevil, and I think that's actually I want to say it might be from that Fantastic Four cartoon that there's that kind of memed on clip where Galactus shows up and then Ghost Rider just like drives up his bike, does like the penance stare, and Galactus just like falls over, and then Ghost Rider drives away. It's like a minute long scene, and Galactus just has his ass handed to him by Ghost Rider.
Oh yeah, I do remember. I think I played that. Dusk. He told me about that scene. There, but okay, maybe X-Men weren't. Fantastic Four didn't show up there. Hunter said DC definitely had the better cartoons because even if you take away Batman with series, you had Justice League, Justice League Unlimited, which came out. That was like early 2000s. That came out.
Yeah.
Iron Man Armored Adventures is a very underrated. By the way, did you ever see that one?
I don't think I've seen that one. Is that how recent is that?
Let me see. Let me look it up there. It says, and it says you can usually find it online, but Spider-Man, the MTV animated series, is awesome. Is that the one with that shitty CGI? I don't think
You know what? CGI is bad. The writing is not bad.
Okay. Because I didn't watch that because like I think that animation turned me off. I never wanted to watch that animation.
Yeah, no, I can see that. This cat keeps coming up screaming at me, and then if I pick her up, she screams at me to put her down, but she won't stop coming up to tap at me.
So this was from 2009, Iron Man: The Armored Adventures.
Okay, 2009.
Okay, and then Hunter says the first crossover X-Men show up in Spider-Man, and then it says because that's when Peter is mutating, he's trying to keep from turning into Man Spider, which he fails at. Yeah, I remember that episode. He goes to the X-Men and he goes like, "Hey, can you help me? What's going on? I don't want to be a freak like you guys." Hey, what's going on? With that there. And then he says the CGI is a tad rough. The writing is excellent. Arguably the best version of Electro to this day.
And then Neil Patrick Harris reprised the part in Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions later because they did 4, and each one was voiced by one of the actors who had done one of the various animated series.
So it's like Tony in high school?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember this at all.
Okay. They get that. As far as Spider-Man, I mean, Spectacular Spider-Man is still my favorite animated of Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man. I like that.
I enjoyed it, although it lost me a little when it did Venom.
That was like the final season they did, right?
It was like it kind of lost me in the last season a little bit. I liked it like up until that part though.
But yeah. So with these 2 episodes, man, I mean, I don't know when's the last time you saw all the episodes of the series there of X-Men.
It's been so I think leading up to the first season of the revival, I watched the first like two and a half seasons. Not quite, not all of it though. So I've seen a decent amount of it recently, but definitely not the whole thing. I watched these 2 episodes just earlier today though, before we were talking about them. I think it's a delightful show to go back to. It's like it's ridiculous, and there's a lot of campy, cheesy stuff that's there for kids, and sometimes the logic of a plot doesn't always 100% hold up. I mean, these 2 episodes are a particularly great example of if you guys would just speak to each other for more than like 5 seconds at a time, we could unravel the situation very quickly. But you gotta have for a kids show especially, you gotta have a reason to kind of push the plot on. So it's a little convenient the way that Bishop is just like, no, I won't hear anything anyone's saying to me. But I think it's still extremely fun. I had a great time watching these again.
Okay. And like one of the best episodes of the series, you think?
God, of the whole series, I mean, there are some that really do some good dramatic beats here and there. Mixed in with the goofiness. I don't know about best in the series. I feel like I feel like I need to rewatch the rest of it to say that definitively, but I always really was a big fan of the like Phoenix Saga stuff. I thought they pulled that off really well. And then especially in like the first season when Beast is like going on trial and you have sort of kind of the first couple of big Magneto battles and stuff, I think are all really, really good material.
Yeah, I remember Days of Future Past being pretty good. I remember those episodes being pretty good.
That's the first time Bishop tried time travels, I think. So that's why they know him already when he shows up here.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. And then Wolverine calls him a time jockey. He's like, what's that time jockey doing there? It's like, what the hell? Yeah, so he's got that kind of going on. But
I also love how short he is, because you look over and Storm and Rogue are both like towering over him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because he's supposed to be 5'2", right? Canonically 5'2".
He's in the game coming out in just a couple months. He's that short in the game, I think.
Oh, really? Okay, so they got that accurate. Okay, that's pretty nice there. I don't know if is the actor really 5'2". Probably not.
No. In fact, I'm pretty sure Liam McIntyre is like over 6 feet tall.
Okay, so like kind of
Hugh Jackman, the actor that came in and played Spartacus in the Stars show after Andy Whitfield passed away, and he was like a sizable guy, if I remember right.
Hunter said, why rewatch the Dark Phoenix cycle when you can watch that excellent Dark Phoenix film? You can watch that one.
Here's a question. Do we think the MCU tries the Dark Phoenix storyline again? Because they haven't gotten it right yet, right?
Because they've already done it, twice, right?
They've done it twice, and somehow they fucked it up even worse the second time. I don't know how, because it was really bad the first time.
Because they did it once in X-Men 3, and then they did it again in this one, Dark Phoenix. And then I can't remember if our review is up on the channel for this one. I don't know if it came out too early or something, but
it even looks like they're like repeating shots from X-Men 3. It's like, why would you even go near a shot that looks the same?
And this movie, like, it even forgets the movie before, because in this it tries to act like this is the first time she's ever had the Phoenix Force. But like in the Apocalypse movie, she kills Apocalypse using the Phoenix Force. Like, so it's like you even forget what happened when you even have it in your own movie there. And, this was also the one with Jessica Chastain. Oh yeah, damn, she was terrible.
Oh yeah. Because originally, if I remember right, Jessica Chastain was supposed to play a Skrull, but then that like deal happened where they, before buying Fox, where they were sort of like giving some stuff like the Skrulls over to Marvel so they could use them in like Captain Marvel, and I think they had to like do a bunch of reshoots, and then they like changed them from the Skrulls into like a generic whatever alien they are.
Yeah.
So that's one reason why the aliens are as bland as they are in that movie. It's because they were supposed to be something else entirely.
And yeah, she's a great actress. She's really good, Jessica Chastain. But yeah, she was awful in that movie. Because she had
everyone is awful, to be fair.
Yeah, even like Michael Fassbender as Magneto.
Was that scene too where Xavier starts trying to like convince him to work with them on something, and Michael Fassbender just stops in the middle and he goes, "Charles, it's always the same. You've always got a speech, and no one cares." That's like actually the dialogue I think they gave him.
Oh man. Hey man, the bromance to live forever there. Um,
I
and
mean,
then
and nothing against Sophie Turner either, but I just don't think that's good casting for Jean Grey. Like in the
mm,
first place, like even if the script had been like way better, I just don't think she's right for that part.
yeah, and then even him as Xavier in this, like him being bald, like he looks terrible bald. Like that should look like the most fakest looking bald cap ever. Like he don't even look as properly bald in this. Or did he shave his head for this? I think
That
maybe
looks like
I think he shaved
maybe
his.
something about it looks weird though.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe he shaved his head. Yeah,
It's like,
Nicholas Holt when he was bald, he looked better than that. When he was
yeah,
Lex Luthor,
yeah,
when he had that.
right there, he's drinking because of how bad that bald cap is.
Man. But yeah, so but I don't know, maybe Sadie Sink. I think I don't know. The strong rumor is she's gonna be Jean Grey. That's the
It's a I mean, and maybe that works, but I still, even that, I find casting wise, I'm actually a little more behind that, but I find it to be a, a weird, again, messy element when there's so much else that they are throwing into this movie. The Punisher, the Hulk, the Hand, Jean Grey. Like he's turning into the Man Spider. I don't know. There's just so much going on. I just don't know if that's a good idea. Plus, like, what I feel weird about it, because if they're gonna bring like 90% of the cast of the Fox films back again in Avengers Doomsday, isn't it weird to have a new cast Jean Grey before that Doomsday movie? Like, wouldn't it be better to have that happen after?
Yeah, that's why I was like, it doesn't make any sense for her to be Jean Grey in this.
Like,
Like
just
I
wait till do your goodbye, your fifth or sixth or seventh goodbye to the Fox X-Men, which, I feel like this isn't even going to be the last time, but like at least let that play out before you start casting the new actors, because it's like if you cast new actors as any of these characters and then you bring the old actor back after at the same time, I don't know. It's just they're handling it weird.
yeah. But if people want to go check this out again, the old X-Men animated series, all on Disney Plus right now. The animation has not aged the best. I'll let you know. So that it's not like
it,
something like
it goes back and forth because there are moments that look good, but then like from shot to shot, it's very inconsistent.
yeah, it's a little stiff. It's a little kind of rough there a little bit at sometimes. But there's some like I said, there's some shots that they don't do too bad at.
I wonder if you've ever heard this, but there's an interview a long time ago I watched with some of the animators that worked on the Batman animated series, and they said they had, they had this like big lunch one time where like it's like the animation team from X-Men and from Batman, like they had this like get together, and with the Batman animators were complaining about how long how short of a time span they were given to get like an episode on air. The X-Men team was like, "Oh my god, they give you that much time? That's like 5 times as much as we get to finish one of these."
Yeah, they had much more time, and yeah, the X-Men
Huge
they were
crunch.
yeah always it was pretty rushed. Yeah, so that's also adds to it. But yeah, so it's not the strongest. I would say it hasn't aged like something like Batman animated series has aged better. If you want to say that, then but they also just had a guy just kind of running around in a bat costume. They had to deal with all the powers and all that.
True, and I mean, to be fair, Batman the animated series also had like an A team and a B team, and there are some rough B team episodes in there.
Yeah, they did have that, but this was a strong two-parter there. Like I said, I think there's better ones. Like Days of Future Past is better. That's a stronger one there as well. Also, they did one called Night of the Sentinels. That was a
Actually, that's
two-part.
the premiere. That's like the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's pretty good too. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a pretty
great.
that's a pretty strong one too. But yeah, I do love what they've done with the revival, and they did get the some of the original cast back. They did recast some people, like Jubilee. They recast and everything like that.
Which I
Um,
think is great because not only, for whatever, you know, cultural reasons that you want to do that, she's also not annoying anymore.
yeah,
I
she's
find Jubilee very annoying in the original series.
but that voice actor did come back in the revival as like an older Jubilee,
Yeah,
which
so they still had her there.
yeah, which was kind of cool. That was kind of nice there. And the episode where they went to
It was
uh
Mojo World.
Mojo World, yeah, they did that. So that was kind of cool. So yeah, so that was our thoughts there, man, on X-Men the anime series, Time Fugitives, part 1 and 2 there. Very good.